someone shoots Officer Casper in the face, that's significant.
Mm-hmm.
And you literally get at the DCI and they're like, what? And you're not going to investigate? That's a death threat. Well, you know, they just send it by email. They don't really mean it, blah, blah, blah. It's just thinking,
And, you know.
you gotta be kidding me.
So, again, willing to work with you is the best way to do it.
Well, yeah.
You said you have one report that you'd like to give me that I'd love to.
Yeah, well, it's not even.
Or not a report,
it's
but
like a synopsis of events. Like,
exactly.
I contacted DCI and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
this is what's going on. I contacted one of the field agents. She's like, oh, this sounds pretty serious. And I'm like, it is serious. You guys don't understand what we're dealing with here. Okay, so she kind of shines me on for, you know, it's the weekend, you know, that goes Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I forwarded all the information to her, and then she was forwarding it to her supervisor. And I think, you know, I don't know if it's because Walker's in office and is there politics involved with it? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? You know, because we're stifling the overpass people who are Republican, and Walker's Republican, and blah, blah. I have no idea what's going on over at DCI, but basically, finally I called them, what's going on? And they're like, oh wait, you know, I forwarded it to my supervisor and he's got to review it. Okay, then I called, left him a message and nothing here. And I finally called this guy back like, hey, finally get him on the phone like a real person. Like, can I talk to you about this? And he's like, you know, well, you know, there's nothing we can really do. We can get you, you know, I can get you over the IT people. They can get you the spyware. Spyware? What?
Death threats, spyware.
Death threat, right. And it's just like, they don't care, whatever. So that's why, like I said, you know, that's why I thought this wasn't that big of a deal. Like, okay, DCI doesn't think a death threat's a big deal. So if I sign this guy for a couple of email accounts, that's all I did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just some stupid email newsletters. Sign you up for that.
Yeah. And that's like I said from the beginning, it doesn't sound like there's any gain just to give them a headache and
Yeah. Well, you know, you go in your email inbox and just
yeah.
you have to delete, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the extent of it. Did I do anything that like put them off financially or you know hurt them or no? You just go in and say, that's really annoying. Just think of the stuff. The stuff that they did to us is beyond annoying.
Well, we're well aware of what pain this is.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
Well, I just can't believe the stuff that they're not doing is criminal. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I believe it is. I go to a department that's higher than all of us. You know, we're just local police. You go to DCI for the state thinking, hey, these guys, they got all the computers.
Maybe it's not so much that it's not criminal, it's just that they're not interested in it.
They don't want to do nothing with it.
Might be a little more of an accurate statement, I think.
That's probably.
And as you know, you're thinking as a police chief, you know, you call up, this is what's happening to our department. And you saw when you first started questioning him, like, you better know what you're talking about with this guy, because he is.
And then.
Yeah.
So how long ago was that, just out of curiosity?
How long was what?
Those death threats and whatnot.
Oh, it was right around the same time.
I mean,
I
don't think it's too late for you to request another agency, not being DCI to investigate it. You know, I mean.
I went to the sheriff's department. Well, you know, we could be involved in this, so we don't want to investigate it.
Well, that would have been my guess. What to do is to call the sheriff's department.
I went to the sheriff's department first, then I went to DCI. I mean, it's just like, what do I call the FBI?
Right.
They're gonna laugh at me. We're dealing with terrorists.
Right.
Yeah.
I hope someone shoots Officer Casper in the face. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, no, that's shitty.
Spyware, man.
It's a shitty situation all around. Absolutely.
Should we just get rolling up there?
I think so.
What do you think the outcome of this is, fellas? Let's not.
Tim, I don't know.
And that's what I don't want to tell you, you know, lose your job, because I don't know that. I'm not saying that's
the
not
severity of it.
possible.
You get sued in federal court, blah blah blah. You know, did I do something out of company time? Well, sure.
Well, and from DCI looking at it, they said it's not, and everything. I'm gonna be honest, everything I've looked about misconduct in office that I can't see how this falls under it. It's not one that, it's not the charge.
That apparently was their big thing.
And that was exactly it.
It's
When it
more
got
of
sent
the-
to DCI, they said this isn't misconduct. in
Yeah, because they have a
office.
public integrity unit. blah,
Exactly,
blah,
and
blah.
that's
Right,
their
that's,
issue.
yeah.
Yeah,
This is
and they
not-
said this isn't.
This
that's
isn't-
okay.
It's just pretty much Jeff's gonna do his report and send it to my DA, who is probably gonna send it to his DA.
Yeah.
His DA, and then it's gonna be reviewed and
Go from there.
and that's it. I mean,
Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing, Joe? Well, I have to do the same thing if you were sitting over here.
Absolutely.
I would never wish it on my worst enemy as far as what's gone through our department.
no, I
You
know.
know, and to me, I'm just trying to protect my guys because, you know, I got guys that are like, they get to the door and they're looking out like, oh, I mean, these guys were smearing my guys on the internet. I mean, bad. Well, I mean, if you go on the YouTube videos, look at them.
I've seen
Like 50,000 YouTube videos and people are on there just, you know, one was on there, what he'll say when I put my 40 in his face.
mhm.
Like, yeah.
These are people that,
Yeah.
they can show up at our PD tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, you go out the door, hey, how are you, sir? How are you? You know, and you're just like, whoa! Because
Crazy.
there's people out there and that's what this guy's trying to bring down on us. I mean, he even said at one of the meetings, you know, we're gonna make your life miserable. They know what they're
Well,
doing.
And that's,
They know what they're doing. They come across as, you know, they got the front, no, we're all for, and I didn't know this because I was a really heavy Republican kind of guy. I mean, I kind of agree with all the stuff they're saying, you know?
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden I see how you guys operate and I'm like, that's super shady. I mean, you come across as, you know, the front is legitimate and then behind the scenes, death threats and hacking into people's bank accounts. And that's where I thought was most disturbing. It's like, you want to mess with me at work, okay, you know, that's what I signed up for. I came to work and, you know,
Right.
you traffic stop and all right, officer, I'm going through on video, but
right.
now you're messing with me at my house,
Yeah.
you
Trying
know,
to get into
your personal bank account, and I'm just like,
So, I mean, let's just move on, get this.
yeah, I
taken care
can't,
of
we can go
and-
round and round and round.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when I went to go see the lady just to talk about this, because it's just like,
Mhm.
same thing, it's just, this is the situation, we can go round and round, I can't change it, I go to DCI, they can't do anything for me. I go to the police, they can't do anything for me. What do you do?
Mhm.
You know, and that's my biggest, even to this day, I'm just sitting here going,
What do you do?
what do you do?
Yeah.
And I can't say that I'm the only one that's done it,
And
you
that,
know?
and that's the hardest part is that.
And I can't say that any of my other officers have done it, but it was almost like a joke,
Mhm.
you know? And
Right.
I'm gonna sign off for a bunch of email accounts or something, you know?
Mhm.
Do you tell anybody that you did that? Anybody else?
No, maybe Frank, you know, my sergeant, and just as a joke, like, yeah, you know, we'll sign him up for an email account, yeah, to really annoy him, you know? Because they all knew what was going on at the PD, the phone calls.
Right.
I just got a
Right.
phone call this last week. I had dispatch forward to me, you should hear it. I mean, just laced, they cussed out our dispatcher, and then she finally put it through to me, and, we had to record it,
Mhm.
you know, save it for the attorneys to show all the stuff that we're dealing with, and it's just like, we're trying to run a police department just like you guys are, and if somebody's calling here just continuously, but it's from Arizona, what do you do? Call the Arizona police? What do you do for them?
Yeah, we don't have the answers, I think that's the hard part.
Well, like I said, you try to do the right thing, you work through the law enforcement channels, and then when DCI tells you nothing we can do, there's nothing really illegal about that, I'm thinking, okay, well, if you can do it, buddy, I'll sign up for some email accounts, you know? To me, in my mind, that's not,
Yeah.
I'm not thinking I'm doing something illegal. Just annoying, you know how kids are, I'm not touching you,
Right.
I'm not touching you. No, just to piss you off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Good analogy.
Right. Yeah, very good.
Mhm.
So,
All right, guys.
if it's all right, because I know you can remotely access your computer, you all right with me? We'll go over to your PD, run to your house, I'll bring you back here.
I can do whatever you want.
Is that all right?
You wanna ride in my car, or however you wanna do it?
Either way.
I mean, I got-
I just
SWAT
like to
here.
stay.
Why don't we do that? You can ride with him, I'll follow. That way we don't have to bring him full circle and.
Yeah, come all the way back.
I'm good with that.
All right.
All right.
Let me meet you in the back parking lot, and I grab my keys and whatnot.
Alright.
Where are you parked in the back?
I might, well, you call it the back?
Back ramp? By the other squad cars?
Yeah, I'll let you.
Okay.
know.
Alright.
Should I move mine?
No.
It's still in the 90 minutes, so I didn't know if
I don't know, I'm sure that's it by now. No, I'm just kidding.
Just leave it there. Don't.
Alright.
If it would have one, we'll take care of it. To the right, fastest way to be down in and hauling down the stairs now. To the, yeah, the back ramp.
Okay.
Or you go sit if you want.
I don't care. I don't know if the best way to get to that.
No, I'll shoot. Go sit.
Hey, guys.